The first time I ever DM'd was a wild ride. Not only was I managing a game that has a laundry list of rules that you need to know, but there's always the old classic D&D tomfoolery. You never know what a player is going to think, say, or do. Every DM knows a feeling when one of their players throws a wrench into their plans. Well, this is a story of a player who not only threw a wrench into my plans, he threw an entire tool shed. This is the tale of a player that took a situation that I thought would have possibly led into an endearing friendship and kinda turned it into a hostage situation. The player in question is a Warforged Ranger, and the story takes place in a homebrewed setting. My campaign is set after an apocalyptic war with demons engulfs the entire world of Drakefell in flames. With the world kinda extremely uninhabitable and filled with armies of demons, most of the races kinda looked at each other and went, They put aside all their issues and conflicts with each other and band together to create the greatest airship ever made and called it the RK Hold. The airship was built out of the skeleton of an ancient giant dragon and was large enough to house 4 separate cities. Soaring above the clouds, the people of the RK Hold were above the apocalypse underneath them. This is where the campaign takes place. Anywho, with all the lore stuff out of the way, the Warforged Ranger was named Zero. His backstory was that he was once a captain in the army before mysteriously being put out of commission. Broken and in pieces, Zero sat in a junk pile for a little over 500 years, until a little dwarf named Gallagher was searching through the scrap pile and came upon him. Gallagher took it upon himself to fix Zero and bring him back online. Zero and Gallagher have somewhat of a Pinocchio, Giuseppe, father-son relationship. Together, they lived in Gallagher's workshop. The only caveat is that Zero's not allowed to leave the house. If someone were to spot him, it would attract unwanted attention. One day, Gallagher comes back from the doctor, and he finds out that he must have lost his medication that he desperately needs. You see, Gallagher's pretty sick. He's coughing, sweating. Generally all around, he's pretty ill. The city outside is in a stir. People are rioting. Something is wrong. Gallagher can't go back out there. And for the first time in a long time, Zero must step back out into the world. Gallagher's workshop is in a city called Splinter. This city is filled to the brim with orcs, goblins, and bugbears. Splinter is known for its green-skinned inhabitants and the constant smell of poop in the air. The city has not been kept up to date and has rust, mold, and infestation all over the place. Currently, the city is in a flurry, but Zero isn't interested in this. On Gallagher's instructions, Zero retraces the path he took back from the doctor. With a high perception roll, Zero catches the sight of a tiny goblin with a potion that fits his description in his little back pocket. This cute little guy's name is Zapan. Zero goes stalker mode and follows this goblin through alleyways and city streets. Zapan heads into a tiny house. This is Zero's chance. He heads in, but when Zero opens the door, he doesn't get what he's expecting. He stands in a small house with no goblins inside. There's just a bookshelf, a bed, and a drawer. He checks the bookshelf first. It has to be some kind of a secret door. Nope. Just a bunch of toys sit in the shelves. He checks the drawers next. The only things he finds are drawings made by children? Zero's getting a bit frustrated. He pulls the sheets off the bed and finds a large, ominous hole cut out from the center of the mattress and leading downwards. Zero carefully peeks down. It's a slide. Zero is having enough of this. He goes down the slide. As he does, he bangs against each twist and turn. The slide is not made for someone his size at all. It's made for someone the size of a child. Inadvertently, Zero breaks the slide on his way down. Once Zero is out of the slide, he finds himself surrounded by crates filled with all kinds of goodies. This doesn't distract Zero. He's military-minded, and he's on a mission. He continues to go past all these crates to an intersection. One path leads to the right, and the other leads to the left. And the path on the right is lit up, while the path to the left is pitch black. Zero goes right. He begins hearing the sounds of someone talking.
I am the Goblin King, and you will obey my orders.
Zero sneaks into the small room where he is hearing the voice and spots Zapan. Zapan has his back to Zero and doesn't notice him come in. Zero sees what Zapan is doing. He's playing with toys.
Yes, my king, you are great, and all goblins are awesome. Now, leave my throne room, and don't come back until everything I have asked of you is finished.
Basically, Zapan is a teenage goblin with the mind of a child. And this is the part that gets kind of out of hand. You see, Zero's player has taken all the information he's gathered so far in a very, very, very different way than I expected. He thinks that Zapan not only stole Gallagher's medication, but that he also might be holding children captive down here. Without care, Zero grabs Zapan, puts a razor-sharp dagger right against his throat, catching all of the other players, including me, off guard.
What exactly are you doing here?
Frightened and on the verge of tears, Zapan responds.
Zapan is playing with his toys.
Where is the medicine that you stole?
Medicine? Oh, Zapan found it on the ground. You can have it back. It's in Zapan's back pocket.
Are you holding children down here?
What? No, it's only Zapan down here. This is Zapan's hiding space.
What's with all the drawings and toys?
Well, Zapan knows he might be a little old to play with toys. Please don't tell the others. That's why Zapan plays with them in his hiding place.
Zero pushes Zapan out into the larger room with the crates.
How do I get out of here?
You just take...
Zapan stops and looks out in shock. Zero broke both the slide and a ladder attached to the slide to get back out.
That was the way out.
There has to be another way out of here.
There is, but it's through there.
Zapan looked down the pitch-black path going to the left.
It leads down into the bowels of the airship, but there should be several ways out from there.
Take me then.
No, Zapan doesn't go in there anymore. It has scary things.
What kind of scary things?
Demons.
If it's the only way out, then we're going. Demons or no demons.
Then Zapan wishes you good luck.
I won't need luck. You're coming with me.
What?
I need you to guide me.
No, please.
Zero shoves Zapan forward.
Please don't do this.
You don't have a choice.
Zapan gulps.
Can I at least have a torch?
Can't goblins see in the dark?
Yes, but it'll make Zapan feel less scared.
For but a moment, Zero could feel the true childlike innocence within Zapan. But the years of fighting held him back from truly letting his guard down. Zero breaks the torch out and lights it for Zapan. Feeling a little bit of comfort, Zapan took his first steps into the bowel of the airship. And so the story starts, with a robot forcing a scared, harmless goblin to guide him through a treacherous journey. An unlikely duo with an odd first meeting. I gotta say, I didn't expect any of that to happen when I was writing the session. What I expected was for Zero and Zapan to somehow magically become best friends and kind of laugh about the misunderstanding. Oh, I found the medicine and you thought I stole it, ha ha ha. But I will say that I can definitely see Zero's train of thought. Here's this plethora of children paraphernalia set within a secret hideout. What I do respect, though, is that Zero's player really role-played this untrusting killing machine, even if it was causing some of the players to raise an eyebrow. Well, this was fun, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Going into DMing, I knew that players could take things into totally unexpected directions, but I'll say that this was truly surprising for me. Either way, that breaking of expectations and feeling of surprise that Dungeons & Dragons gives is what really drew me to the game. And even though it might have been wild, I'd like to think that this story is one of the reasons I fell in love with the game. Thanks for watching. And that's all for now, guys.